Hi everyone, welcome to another scene in Hong Kong House of Cards. This is going to be a scene pretty much exclusively for the Mage venue, as a follow-up to the rather interesting events at Eternal, following its very mysterious and sudden takedown. There are certain things that have happened that have come to Mr. slash Miss slash whatever they decide they are that day, Brzezinska. Strange things caught their eye, and she's figuring that the first few people that should hear about it are probably the people in her respective cabal. So she's kind of called up anyone that's up and about this late, and that's generally two people, Bellic and Tony. And yeah, they're all meeting up at the Gare, which is Bellic's personal tent / sanctum.
All right, so we'll start with Bellic intro, then Logan, then Tony, then I'll have Arthur come in.
Bellic is up, finishing up a small snack from a previous working, and leaving the rest of it outside for the spirits to have. He comes back in and shuts the door and puts on a kettle because the man is never without tea.
All right, Logan.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was muted. Logan walks on in, looking very feminine. They've let their hair down a bit. Still dressed more or less in the same way that they were last seen. They look like, for lack of a better term, it looks like they just got off of work. And yeah, upon seeing Bellic, or perceiving Bellic, whatever, they'll say, "Bellic, what's up, my man?"
Not much. Heard there was trouble?
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys get started on that. Tony, walk on in.
On the way there, she'd stop for cookies, but when she reaches the Gare, she'll walk in and wave. Hello. Brought cookies?
Ah, come in, please.
What kind? Logan sniffs the air.
White chocolate chip macadamia nut.
How much does he like them? I'm rolling a die. He's okay with them. If I rolled a 10, there may have been an initiative roll.
All right.
He thinks they're okay. He'll definitely take one or two though.
Yeah, she'll set them on the table and take one and start munching on it.
All right. There will be a thud at the door, and then the door will open, and in will walk Arthur, carrying what appears to be some kind of freshly baked loaf of bread.
Oh.
He'll look at Bellic and say, "Sorry, I thought that door was open for a moment." Then he'll look down at the loaf of bread in his hand and say, "Where did I get this from?" And we'll just set it down on the table and then sit down.
Bellic will turn to Logan and go, "See, this is why Shaman gets so fat all the time. Not complaining. I love it, but..."
I mean, I don't know. Nothing's wrong with looking a little healthy.
Certainly not.
So, how are we this evening?
I still want to know where I got the bread from, but otherwise I'm okay. If you smell it, it's banana chocolate chip.
Ooh. Y'all gonna make me hungry again.
Sorry.
Definitely not his cup of tea, but definitely worse things in the world. Like zucchini.
God, yes.
Every last one of my characters autos to 1 on zucchini. They all hate zucchini passionately, and they will fight you if you try to give it to them. So Logan will kind of steeple their fingers a little bit, and then they'll say, "So, I bet you're wondering why I've gathered you all here."
Hopefully not world domination.
Yeah, I'm not up on that.
I have accents for it, but that's about it.
Logan looks and thinks whether or not everything he has been doing has been world domination. Very intently, he's not sure. She'll shake it off and say, "No, not world domination related."
Ah,
That's good.
Well, all right. Start up from the beginning. I was going about business today, and I came across a very odd rumor. Rumor that I checked out and confirmed. Apparently someone died. Not too far away from that club, Eternal, and Logan will kind of look at Tony and prep for a snake step action in case she wants to hit him or anyone. The rumors that I got were that somebody was exsanguinated, and then the corpse that was left afterwards had signs of being of infection by bubonic plague.
What?
what?
Yeah, it was definitely very weird. But what was weirder was when I went to go check it out.
And
If I had a tail, it would be wagging with anticipation. Do
Well,
I have a tail? No, I don't have a tail.
I'm sure you can fix that.
If I wanted to. So
I went and go check out the site. Definitely smelled awful. Not gonna lie, I really appreciated the fact that I could not see that. Anyway, I felt someone else coming through.
Well, it was a crime scene. I'm sure you felt a lot of people coming through.
This was different. I felt the presence of a mind without any life coursing through it.
I've heard you describe that before, usually in reference to one of the leeches.
Yeah, their leeches are the only ones that really give off that kind of vibe.
And exsanguination would be a sheer sign of, a vampire killing somebody, but as far as I know, the vampires in this city aren't that stupid. This is the first recorded evidence of an exsanguination I've heard since Celeste died.
Yeah. So, this guy came on through, and can I just mention how fucking weird this guy was? And I don't mean like he talked weird, although he did do that. I'll tell you about that in a second. He just did not feel human.
There have been a few vampires that don't feel human. I've been told that they've given up on their humanity or something like that. Though, I would have to speak with them further to know exactly what that entails, because apparently there are some that, while they give up their humanity, they don't give up everything, so to speak.
Yeah, this guy, he was so callous, detached.
Do you think this is the one that exsanguinated the victim?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Although, what he did when he got close to the body, that was... He was speaking a language that we do not speak today.
I'm sure you're not talking about Latin.
No. Definitely not Latin. This was something It was something from a region known as Cappadocia.
Cappadocia. I don't even think I've ever heard of that place.
Really, really, not. It's on the
Right.
map, but there's not too much recent history that involves that region.
Oh,
Basically,
Desal would be our resident mage historical expert, mostly because he lived it. I don't know who you talk to among the vamps that would know such things, though.
it may be a good idea. I'm not sure.
To
I don't
talk to
know.
them? Forgive interruption, but the two that I have met so far told me that the rest of them are terrible, terrible people and are not to be trusted.
The two vampires you've met so far?
Yes. Of course, naturally, I don't know whether or not to trust them when they say the others are not to be trusted. But then it becomes like the riddle in Labyrinth, you know.
No vampires are to be trusted.
Arthur will just look over at Tony and just say, I had a feeling you were going to chime in with that at some point.
See, Logan's just sitting here letting Tony go ham. It's okay.
She nods at Arthur and then reaches over and pulls a piece off of the mysterious bread that he brought in and starts eating it.
I'm
It's
so glad you
really
finished-
quite good.
So glad you finished that with bread. I thought you were going to say Tony pulls out a gun. I was like, what the fuck?
No, she'd pull out her sword, let's be honest here.
Fucking just like, what
Guns
the
are
fuck?
too loud.
Oh,
You know-
it's one of the things that the Euthanatos and the Verbena actually agree on.
You know, she's not wrong necessarily. They are how to say aberrations. They are unnatural things.
Unnatural
It's like-
things that have existed for a long time, but please do continue.
It's like stories I have heard are like almost as if ghost pilot its own body. It's very weird. It's not supposed to be. We're supposed to do our part here alive and then move along. It's very unusual.
Yeah, that's the general consensus of the Verbena, the Dream Speakers, and most assuredly the Euthanatos, who hate it when people skip out on the cycle.
Oh, yes.
I've met a couple of decent ones. Becker, for once, she's a stuck-up bitch, but she actually knew how to get things done. Who else? There was this Julian guy I kept hearing about that was really legit. Raven seems like she's a bit of a wild child, even though she's got that same kind of air about her as Becker, but not as bad. There was Mircha. Mircha looks like a walking Dracula cop-off, but he's really an okay guy, and he makes great cookies. He's going to sniff the white chocolate macadamia nut. Never made those kind of cookies before, but he makes a really, really good oatmeal raisin.
Never liked raisin.
Then there's the people in the sewers with their giant frickin' alligator.
That is special.
Yeah, they call it Fluffy.
Logan in the back of her head really, really wants to fight Fluffy now.
Nobody wants to fight Fluffy when she's fat.
Just get RT3. I'll be ready.
Pulling it back in then anyway. And then there's the new prince of theirs, this giant ginger that I keep hearing about. Has any of you guys met him yet?
No.
He's their new speaker. Apparently he was in a sarcophagus since the 1100s.
Did he have a strong Scottish or Irish accent?
Irish, I think, yeah.
I think maybe a month or so ago, he asked me if I could work on his armor for him, but that was the only interaction I had with him.
So it seems like there's vampires we can discuss with. I don't know. Arthur's trying to decide if he wants to talk to Johnny Buccarati about the Cappadocians. That'd be a good idea. Hey, Mr. Giovanni, what do you know about a place called Cappadocia?
Frenzy check. Frenzy check. No, he just auto fails. He's frenzying. He's coming for that ass.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Well,
Perhaps instead of go to vampires, we instead look up information on the region on our own first to see if we could maybe find language or hints.
That's a very good idea. I'll ask Desal if he's heard anything about this place too. He is our resident, historical badass.
I just relearned how to read, so I can be of help now.
Was there anything else happened there that was weird? Anything we need to be aware of? You said you felt a presence, so you didn't actually see the person? Oh, wait, never
Logan
mind.
turns.
So you felt a presence. He was disturbing space, and he had a mind signature. Was he disturbing anything else that you could sense?
Only thing I felt was as he walked by, there was a really, really cold chill in the air.
Well, there are some vampires that have that. I felt it a couple of times. Becker was a literal ice queen. I was just wondering if you had been sensing him through time as well.
Nah. I don't use time that much, admittedly.
Well, it's not a easy power to make coincidental, I'll say that much. Not that I've had any experience with it, but I've known some ecstatics who have, and things didn't really work out too well for them after that. Heard about one guy in Florida that got frozen in the middle of a construct.
Oh! Wait, what the fuck's a construct?
Construct is what the technocrats call their chantries.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
That's the technocracy for you.
That's very weird.
Like, where's the soul, man? Oh, no, wait, probably in that blender.
Yeah. It's always in the blender, didn't you know that?
So,
Sorry, go ahead.
what do we do about the body? If his plague will spread. Yes?
Yeah, apparently the medical examiners already came and took it. I'm kind of expecting that people that are supposed to be handling dead bodies know how to quarantine and, like, properly get shit done so that way shit doesn't spread. Although,
Likely, and if I hate to say it, but the technocracy does still have a World Health Organization presence in the city. So anything that pops of bubonic plague, they're going to be all over it like white on rice.
Well, that's wonderful.
Arthur's going to take a cookie and eat it.
Logan's going to look at all the life mages in the room right now and say, oh, this is why I hit you guys up. I thought this might be something of particular interest for you guys specifically.
I wish I still had my contacts in the morgue. I could try to get in there and take a look at the body. But unfortunately, the guy that smokes pot doesn't work there anymore.
I mean, do you know anyone else that's got friends there?
I'll ask around. It seems like that's something the vampires would hit up on a regular basis.
Okay, so I mean, that being said, how much do we want to get the vampires involved? At least right now.
Until we find out more, probably not that much.
Yes, preferably not at all if possible. Have no way of knowing if this individual is in league with them or not.
Yeah, Bellic's got a very good point. Vampires, big no.
If we let them in on our little secret, these things that we know, there is possibility they could warn this individual and keep us from gaining the ultimate goal that we seek.
That's right.
I've got a weird idea. It's a little magical, though. I mean,
Magic is what we do. I'm all ears.
Arthur looks between Arthur and Bellic, and then we'll just ask, any correspondence between y'all?
Arthur shakes his head. Sorry, man, it's not something I picked up.
Not yet, no. I'm trying to learn other things, but it's very difficult for me. Kind of new. What is your idea?
Scry the body?
That would be interesting if we could do such a thing.
Well, it's possible that we could work together on it with somebody else that has correspondence and the ability to scry. Unfortunately, one of the few people I knew who could do that is currently in a watery grave.
Can't Master DeSaul do it? Didn't he scry on you that one time when you were chasing spirits through alleyways? Or is that someone else?
Well, Master DeSaul does know how to scry. That's a definite truth. I don't think he was the one that was scrying on me, though.
Oh.
But it's possible. Do you want me to call him in?
Either you or me, it doesn't matter.
I don't know if you guys want to do this tonight. It's, I don't want you guys getting tired or anything.
I know I'm good. I'm worried about my other buddies where it's late AM for them.
It's up to you guys. It's whatever. I took a nap. I'm up for whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So Arthur's going to look at Tony. If you want to call your master in, go right ahead. How's the training going, by the way?
Pretty well. At least I believe so. I'm learning quite a bit.
It's not being too rough on you, is he?
Nah, he's... and with that, she'll head out and call DeSaul.
All right, DeSaul will pick up. And Tony, is there anything I can help you out with?
Yes. Do you have any knowledge and correspondence by chance? Also, sorry for waking you up at such a weird time.
It's okay. I was actually about to head into the forge and finish a piece. Yes, I do, actually. Shall I meet you? Where are you at right now?
Bellic's 10? Not entirely sure what he calls it. I think it's a Gur.
Gare.
It's good.
Right. Okay.
I'll be there shortly.
Okay.
How is he going to travel? Okay. All right. So 10 minutes are going to pass before he shows up. Arthur's going to... He's going to just look at that chocolate banana bread like... You can see him behind his eyes is, where did you come from?
Tony's gonna look at him as he's staring at the bread. So, how do you just randomly pick up bread and forget where you got it?
I don't know.
Same way you could wake up with a woman or man next to you in bed the next night and not know how it happened.
Sounds like a good night, actually.
It's a
Anyway,
glorious night.
certainly.
I'm hoping I didn't take this off some poor lady's windowsill.
Are you okay? I don't think you've ever mentioned anything about memory loss. If you're progressing into something like that, that's a big concern.
No, I wouldn't say memory loss. It's just that sometimes things blur. The edges are less defined for me right now. Like, Bellic, are you aware that there's a Mongolian grandmother sitting right next to you that's telling you to stand up straight?
Bellic will stand up straight.
Now she
And-
says your posture is too perfect. You're a growing boy. You should slouch a little.
He'll slouch some and then pour her a cup of tea and just set it on the table wherever Arthur has gestured.
Oh my God, is Arthur seeing ghosts that follow people?
No, Arthur's seeing the spirit world. At the same time, he sees the mundane world. Welcome to duality. It sucks balls.
Oh no, it's fine. All I'm saying is, fucking Logan's got that dynamic avatar essence like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Actually,
You're
wait.
definitely attracting some more positive spirits.
Oh wait, he has spirit sight up, right?
Who, Arthur? Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you see Logan's aura.
He's can't really stop seeing spirits at all.
That's fair. Yeah, no, Logan's definitely got a. Okay, imagine, you know how Infamous, where if Cole plays evil, he gets red lightning?
I've actually never played Infamous because I never had a PS2.
Shit.
I
Either
do
way,
know. I get the impression. It's kind of like in
It's like
in KOTOR when people
Yeah.
start going dark side, they start getting that red shit around them.
yeah.
Okay,
Imagine it's like that, but it's far more optimistic, if that makes any sense.
so more like bright red instead of deep poisonous red.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very.
Yeah.
Brutally hopeful.
okay. Arthur's gonna just look at you and say, "I thought those two concepts were antithetical. I guess they're not."
What?
Oh, it's nothing. Never mind.
Okay. Logan shrugs.
By the way, your great grandmother says you need to eat more of your skin and bones.
Me? Or him?
You.
come have bread is fattening.
I've never met my grandmother. What the fuck?
She's asking when's the last time you had a good Knish.
Give me the sight. Give me the sight.
That's good enough there. Actually, no, 2 successes, so I can pass it on to you for an hour. Yeah, you now see because your character's from Slovenia, right?
They were born in Czech.
Yeah.
In Czechoslovakia, in Prague, and then immigrated to the UK.
Yeah.
English mother, Czech father.
There's a Czech grandmother, great-grandmother, standing right next to you, waving a wooden spoon. I can't remember what the headdresses are called. Is flying out a bit because it's a little loose, as if she's been screaming at you constantly.
Oh yeah, no. If that woman's been around Logan the whole time, she would have seen some very interesting things.
Yeah.
Especially since Logan was 16. Since, fun fact, Logan may or may not have almost murdered his dad.
Oh, okay.
Well, she wouldn't care about that.
I'll tell that to you after the scene's over, because that happened. I need to write that piece of fiction.
All right, you'll hear a motorcycle outside, and a man, an 18-year-old in biker leather, will walk in, taking his helmet off, and it's to Sal. How goes the evening? Oh,
No.
it's great.
Seriously, I've never fucking met you before. Never seen a picture of you. No one ever mentioned you. Although my dad was not the best talker. He's just saying that's nothing.
She's just the spirit you're looking at is crying in Slavic.
Oh my God, you don't need to cry. Look, I love you, okay? We're still family.
She's gonna whap you with the spoon.
God
Eat
damn!
more. You get that in English.
I eat a lot of things.
Well, how do you do? It's a pleasure to have you in here.
And Tony is discreetly videotaping on her phone as Logan's like shouting at nothing.
Oh,
The
Logan,
sound
who can
looks-
see that, will calmly just take the phone and be like, no.
Desal looks confused at what is going on. Arthur will look over at Desal and just say, "Why is there a stealth bomber following you?" And Desal will politely say, "For reasons. Let's not talk about that right now."
There's a what now?
It's
What
tiny.
the
It's like
fuck?
a toy. Yeah, you see, there's a stealth bomber, like a size of a toy, following
Oh
Desal
my
around.
God, is that a fucking gaffling of Clashing Boom Boom? Because I want that.
Yes, it is.
That's fucking amazing.
So now Bellic's curious, and he's gonna grab some water, and just kind of rub his eyes a little bit, and look around, because some spirit sight is something that he needs in his life right now, or he's gonna go nuts.
You see your great grandmother standing next to you, motioning to the food on the table that you should enjoy, but is also trying to correct your posture at the same time.
Okay.
You see a Slavic woman crying next to Logan, and then there's a Umbral stealth bomber following a small Umbral stealth bomber following Master Desal.
Okay. Well.
Oh, and then there's the sheer amount of loons that are around Arthur, followed by the fact that most of his body's covered in crystal.
Yeah, I know, the finale here is fucking 0, guys. We did
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
Are Bellic's eyes bleeding?
The first thing he's gonna do is pour a cup of tea for the poor little old crying lady in the corner,
Logan has no idea why she's crying.
and it's gonna set it down beside her.
Look. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not sure if I want to see what's going on, but it seems really weird.
Do you want to?
I don't know. Do I? Because it seems pretty weird.
There should be at least one person here that's sane, so maybe not.
Okay, I will
Hey,
take
that-
the role of designated sane person for the night.
That is me, actually. I am
Have
the
you
same.
seen yourself, dear?
Yeah. No, I actually haven't, Tony.
Not what I meant. Not. She'll just throw her hands up and then cross them over her chest. Whatever.
You've come at a very interesting time. Can I offer you cookies?
I'll take a cookie. Ooh, somebody brought chocolate banana bread.
Yes. You may have some of that as well.
I'll take a slice. Wow,
Yeah.
this tastes really good. Tastes a little familiar. It's like somebody used my grandmother's recipe. Arthur just goes, "Thank you, that's where I got it from."
Ah.
And
Hey.
Desal will look at you. Oh, sorry, Desal will look at Arthur. So, yeah, NPC looking at my PC right now.
Is it the most side eye ever?
Yeah, Arthur just shrugs his shoulders and says, "I don't get it either." Desal's just like, anyway, you asked me to come for some reason.
Oh yes, we need you to scry a body for us, if you don't mind.
That's all. That's going to be very boring.
This particular body was exsanguinated, infected with bubonic plague, and is now associated with a vampire that has lost their connection with humanity.
It would have been so much more entertaining to see him discover this on his own.
But I wanted to say it.
That's fair.
Because when you put it all together, oh my god, that's fucking weird.
It's quite a mouthful.
Desal's going to look at Belloc and say, "Do I have your permission to enact a ritual in your home?"
Yes, you may do so.
Okay. Dimensional scan. And
Wait, dimensional scan? What the fuck?
it's basically his version of multi-scan.
But wait, this motherfucker has D signs? Oh shit.
Of course he did. He's being followed around by an Umbral stealth bomber. He's got spirit.
No, but you got you said dimensional scan, motherfucker. That's D science. Terrifying.
I misspoke. What he's really doing is he's using multiple different spheres to scan.
Oh, okay.
So he'll pull out what looks like a seal with a cup on it, and then he'll pull a thing of purified water out of his jacket and pour it into the cup. He will then speak in Enochian, and you'll see the corner, and you'll see the body still there. The medical examiner's looking it over. Oh, sorry, he's seeing this. You guys aren't actually seeing this because you're not enacted the ritual with him. He will then... two successes on life scan. Well, that's something I didn't expect to see again.
What?
Bubonicilia crawling through his pattern. And to do 1, 2, 3, 4. His eyes start darting back and forth like he's in REM sleep, but his eyes are open. Arthur's just kind of standing there and saying, "Everything okay?" "Yes. I found your man in question. However, there's no sympathetic link between him and the body. So I can rule out causation. However, that pattern is highly unusual." This is a pattern that shouldn't exist in the tapestry anymore.
Well, I mean, from what I understand, vampires and shit, right?
Correct, but even vampires have a spot in the tapestry. It's almost as if this one was forced in.
Logan may or may not make a look at Tony when he does mention that vampires have a place in this world.
Toadie's not looking very happy at that.
The hell of mad.
Oh yeah.
How awfully does Tony respond to petting?
I mean, she's still gonna look really grumpy, but she's not gonna push him away or anything.
Arthur will look over at him and say, "I think what he means is that humans are born, bit by vampires, blood's transferred, and they become vampires, which means that their position in the tapestry doesn't change, but their pattern does." Quite astute, Mr. Wainwright. It would appear that this vampire was manufactured.
The fuck?
I don't know how to explain it either.
Wait. So are we dealing with some Frankenstein bullshit?
No, a Frankenstein monster is clearly a living organism, even if it's been forced back into existence. This is a vampire. And interesting. Oh. The rate of decay on the body was accelerated. But not by any means I can determine. It's as if the body itself aged rapidly when it was exposed to the plague. And, well, now. something fed on it.
Anything ever be normal in this city for once?
I would find that very boring, I think.
Yeah, fuck that shit. This is awesome.
No, like at least for one night. You know, maybe a week.
I mean, to be fair, how many nights have we gone party and nothing has gone wrong?
That's completely fair. Also true.
That's
This-
a point there.
This creature bears marks of the worm, the devourer and the corrupter.
Like the who now and the what now and the what now?
The creature that fed on it, on the body. Shane was a young one too. Probably about 20, 22 years old. The creature is a vampire that fed on it. A creature that has been reborn into service of darkness, chaos, and despair. You'll see Arthur will visibly tighten up his hand. It was not the same creature that you ran into. The pattern is different. The pattern was remade, as if it had undergone a second vampiric transformation.
How does that even happen?
Nothing I'm familiar with, but that doesn't mean I won't research. He'll shake his head, and the water in the cup will dissipate into mist and then flow away. He'll put the scrying dish away and then look around. I do not know what you ran into, but this is something that the Speaker of the House of Staves must be made aware of.
All right. So we set up a meeting with them sometime in the next few days.
That would be agreeable. I could do it myself, but perhaps coming from me, it would not be that much of an interest. Was there anything else you guys ran into in this situation?
This one, nothing I can really think of.
I couldn't get any audio through my scrying. That's not how my particular sensation works. I will say one thing. That was a particularly cold vampire that showed up. It seemed like it was more focused on the mission than on the life that was extinguished.
Exactly. It's very cold, very focused.
The one that fed, on the other hand, had no feelings of hatred or anger towards the victim. It was almost jovial. Anything that kills in humor is not something to be trusted.
Anything that kills something in humor needs to get put down like a rabid dog.
Agreed, especially when it's passing around something that I actually was witness to its extinguishing.
Oh, out of character. I think that was the only time Logan ever spoke brutally about something
Yeah.
around these characters.
Yep.
I'm hearing a monster hunt.
It's not out of the realm of possibility. There are a lot of monsters in the city that need to be put down, apparently. And he's going to remember something real quick. Why was the second vampire, why was he carrying a phylactery?
Phylactery? What the fuck?
Isn't that what some avatars are kept in?
Yes. This one contained essence, and it was created through He did not seem Tremere to me, but he was wielding Tremere magics.
What's a Tremere?
I will explain to you another time the folly of House and Clan Tremere. What you need to know of them right now is that they are vampiric wizards that manipulate reality through the power of their own blood through rote and practice. They also have in the past abducted mages and turned them into vampires like themselves.
That's disgusting.
Vampire Slytherin.
That sounds very bad.
That sounds super bad.
To become like them is to have your avatar shattered into utter destruction. Imagine the pain that one would suffer from feeling a part of their soul utterly destroyed. That is the only thing that Tremere offer.
Tremere bed. Got it.
Correct. Vampirism is a disease, but it is one that has existed far longer than any can remember. I've never fully explored what it is that their condition is from. It's probably one of the things I will never figure out completely, just as I will never figure out why there are so many different variations. Regardless, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, you said it was a disease, and diseases mutate. So, it could just be different mutations, and that's how there's so many different variations. That's what you were speaking of course.
He'll chuckle. Never thought I'd heard such a clinical diagnosis from you, Thanatos. You ever surprise me, apprentice.
Mother was a nurse. I learned a lot from her.
It was an experience well gained. Well, I should be off. I will speak to you again at another point, Antonia. Do not forget your training for tomorrow morning. Do not stay out too late.
I won't, and I'll be there, 5 minutes early as always.
Of course. Pleasant evening, all. And
He'll
he'll head to the door. He'll notice that there's a smudge on the outside of the door, and will pull out his purified water and a cloth and wipe it clean, and then leave. Arthur's going to shake his head a little bit. Zmeese vampires, Tremere vampires, Lasombra vampires, Venture vampires. There's so many different fucking vampires.
What about Twilight vampires?
Oh God, no. God,
They
no.
all need to die.
They all will. They all have their destinies as we do as well.
Logan pats Tony again because she really doesn't want Tony to go kill everybody.
Tony wouldn't go kill everybody.
Yeah, she would.
Okay, well, I mean...
All I'm saying is Raven doesn't have enough fortitude yet.
Arthur will cut off a piece of the banana bread and offer it to Tony and say, "Would you like another piece of DeSaule's grandmother's bread?"
See, how'd you even get her recipe? Because DeSaule's...
I don't think it's the recipe. I think it's the real thing, and that scares me.
Logan may or may not look at his great-grandmother and say, "I don't know who did, but someone fucked up with my dad. A lot." Like, y'all fucked up somewhere.
Wait. DeSaule's, super hella old, way over 1,000. His grandmother's no doubt older. How'd you get her actual bread?
I don't know. I think I may have walked into another realm while I was on my way here.
Don't worry, it's all right, man.
Just so I know, I'm not the only person that saw the giant airplane. Yes.
Oh yeah, that was fucking baller.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know what that.
Clashing Boom Boom.
That was wait, what? What did you guys see? Remember, I don't have the special spirit sidey thing.
Oh my god, Tony, just go insane like the rest of us.
Clashing Boom Boom is a war totem referred to as the Umbral Stealth Bomber.
That is so weird.
Apparently,
okay.
it's a favorite of Master DeSalle's.
Well, this has been an eventful evening. Don't you think so, grandmother?
Your grandmother warns you that she's going to stick a rod up your hindquarters if you continue to slouch.
Yes, we'll do fine. I'm gonna drop Spirit Sight now.
Okay. Congratulations, you're no longer being bothered by the spirit of your great-grandmother.
If Logan's grandmother threatens to shove anything up his ass, I'm rolling initiative, I swear to God.
No, she's telling you to eat more fattening things so that you can put meat on your bones.
Logan just explains, like, I do have meat on. Whatever. Fucking have some fucking banana bread. You don't give a fuck.
It's really good. Even though you don't like it, it's really good.
Yeah. It's just like, I'll move it up a notch. It's definitely on the okay scale.
All right. Arthur's like, well, with that, I should probably go home before I fall into another dimension.
Thank you for bread.
You're welcome. Here's hoping I don't fall into Wolfhelm on the way home. That would be really unpleasant.
That sounds bad. Do not know.
It's a plane of existence where anybody that goes in there is transformed into a wolf and is forced to escape hunters without access to any powers.
Ah, that's very bad.
Yeah. Pleasant evening. He'll wave and walk out.
See ya.
As
Bye.
he leaves, Logan's sitting there, waiting for Arthur to leave definitively.
Yeah, Arthur's actually gone. And you'll know he's gone when your spirit sight leaves.
Okay. So there may or may not be a shapeshifter working with the Triads.
What the hell?
What?
Yeah, that was a detail I couldn't really add because that was personal business. But remember that club I took down?
Yes.
And then may or may not have started running as part of my,
Yes.
Apparently the Triads have taken notice of that, and apparently they sent a goddamn shapeshifter.
Did Triads send Shapeshifter, or did Shapeshifter send Triads?
I'm pretty sure he was sent by the Triads, or at least he's working with them and working an angle. I don't know who he is. I've never heard of him. No one's ever talked about him.
Well, what happened?
I mean, he showed up, we talked. Then he talked some more about how he was in management and real estate, which it's fucking organized crime. And, yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Do you need any help with that?
I don't know. I'm not sure what this guy's angle is. I don't know what he's trying to do. It looks like he's trying to get involved somehow. And quite honestly, that places mine is not the Triads.
We should see what we can do about this. Would be a good project.
Yeah, it's kind of a side thing though. This is really that's really more of a me thing.
Ah, fair enough.
Like, I mean, I don't want that to take priority over motherfucking ancient super vampires that speak like really weird languages around dead people that without any blood with a old virus or bacteria that killed, a third of Europe.
That's
It
probably
was, yeah. I'd like that to take precedent.
definitely.
For now, who do we know that can get us in touch with the Speaker of the House of Staves?
I'm a little fuzzy. What's the House of Staves again? I have a
The
feeling.
vampires.
That's what a. Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Fine.
I do not volunteer as tribute. Nope.
Fine, I'll do it since I was the one that witnessed it, I guess.
Do you know how to get in touch with them?
Hell no, I'll figure it out.
I started to say you might ask the one at the. I met them. What is their name? At I'm trying to remember whether or not Bellick's been in a museum scene.
You have, I remember.
Okay, the one from museum.
Wait. The one who's wearing the surgical mask all the time and like rips into the frickin' blood bags like nobody's business.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think we've spoken. It was. Goddamn, Oscar. It was. She walked over to me because of a snake joke, and I said some things, and the vampire walked closer. But I think her name's Adriana.
Oh,
She
yes, maybe.
runs the museum.
She wears a surgical mag and she drinks blood from blood bags. That sounds super sexy.
Yeah, you can have that all you want.
I bet it's very cold.
And not just because she has Touch of Frost.
Oh damn!
I think she has Touch of Frost. I know she's got one. She's got something weird.
I know she has permafangs.
Yeah.
Which don't let Logan ever see that. He's just gonna be like, I want it.
Just a warning though, because Logan, I don't think anyone knows what you actually are, but I believe Adriana is a lesbian. Or she's bisexual, something like that. Like I said, things were said.
I'm so in.
You're gonna get yourself killed.
Perhaps, but might be fun.
Just wait till you find out what clan she is.
Oh yeah, no. Say she finds out that's Tremere's like, no.
No bone. On the no
said.
bone list.
Like one of the 3 people on the list.
All right, pull it back in.
All right. Yeah, no. Logan will, after laughing it off, will kind of say, on the real though, I haven't heard anything about this particular shifter. As far as I know, the shifters don't really work with the triads too much, unless they're hiding shit from us, which is an absolute, honestly. I don't know. Nijuga doesn't really seem like the triad type. Neither does Elizabeth. I don't know who this loud Mexican one is, but she definitely doesn't sound like a triad.
Is no tellings. That is back burner for me. I am interested, but not more so than this other problem.
Yeah.
But if you need assistance, then I will help however I can.
Same.
Tony, would you mind terribly if I pester you about the teachings of your craft at some point?
Weaponsmithing?
Just wondering what you would charge for to teach Bellick a new craft.
It would be free.
Oh, very well. I will offer you gift in turn then. Eh?
No, there's no need for the gift. Remember, you're helping me with my meditation and trying to connect with my former, selves.
It's true. It's true. Very well. Let me know when you're prepared to begin, and we will learn things together. Yes.
Sure. Tomorrow after my lesson with Master Saul is fine.
Very well. I will see you then. For now,
Sounds like a plan.
and he'll stretch. Bellic must sleep. Very tired, shaman.
One last question. When should we talk about, possible locations for this cabal and everything like that? We should probably get started on that.
Yes, very much. When would you like to meet?
She'll look over at Logan and then say, "Hey, Logan, I'm looking at you. Do you have any particular?"
Yes, I figured it out. I know you're looking at me.
Just making sure.
Logan shakes her head. But yeah, I'm free most of the time.
Okay, then we will find time when others are free as well. And yes,
Sounds good.
very good.
Yeah.
We'll touch base tomorrow. Yes.
Certainly.
All right, and if that's gonna do it, we can go ahead and close up the scene. Tim, you brought us in. Why don't you do the outro?
All right. As the gang start to make further plans, we shall go ahead and end the scene here. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and we will see you again soon.